The USS Iowa had the most advanced fire control system ever put on a battleship. Radar-guided 16-inch guns that could hit a target 23 miles away. 3,100-pound super-heavy shells fired at 2,500 feet per second. The Iowa could sail at 33 knots, faster than most destroyers. America built 4 of these monsters between 1940 and 1944. And in 50 years of service, they accomplished essentially nothing that couldn't have been done by ships costing 1/10 the price. Let me show you why America's super battleship was even more useless than Japan's infamous Yamato. Here's the brutal mathematics. Each Iowa-class battleship cost $100 million in 1940, equivalent to 50 B-17 bombers or 2 Essex-class aircraft carriers. The 4 Iowas consumed $400 million. That's 200 heavy bombers, or 8 fleet carriers America didn't build. In World War II, Iowa-class battleships sank exactly 0 enemy capital ships. 0 battleships. 0 carriers. At least Yamato sank a destroyer and destroyer escort at Samar. The mighty Iowa shot down 5 aircraft at Okinawa. A single destroyer with the same anti-aircraft guns cost $3 million. But here's what nobody talks about: the timing disaster. The Iowa was laid down in June 1940. 6 months earlier, the British had proven at Taranto that biplanes carrying torpedoes could destroy battleships in harbor. While America was building Iowas, Japan was planning Pearl Harbor. The Iowa commissioned in February 1943. By then, carriers had decided Coral Sea, Midway, and Guadalcanal. The age of battleship combat was already over before Iowa fired her first shot. Even Yamato saw 10 days of actual combat. The Iowa saw 0 battleship engagements in the entire war. The accuracy problem was hidden in classified reports. At 20,000 yards, the Iowa's hit probability was 3% per salvo. Not per shell, per 9-shell salvo. To guarantee hitting a battleship-sized target required 33 salvos. That's 297 shells. Each 16-inch shell cost $1,500 in 1940 money. Hitting one target cost $445,000 in ammunition alone. A torpedo bomber could do it with one torpedo costing $800. Now let's talk about actual combat effectiveness. The Iowa bombarded Japanese positions at Okinawa and Iwo Jima. Naval historians calculated the results. 16,000 shells fired in shore bombardment killed approximately 600 enemy troops. 27 shells per enemy killed. Each shell weighed 3,000 pounds. That's 81,000 pounds of steel per dead enemy soldier. A single B-29 dropping incendiaries killed more enemies per sortie. A Marine officer at Iwo Jima reported, "The battleships made impressive noise and smoke. The Japanese came out of their caves 30 minutes after the barrage ended. The preliminary bombardment accomplished nothing except warning them we were coming." The fuel consumption revealed another truth. Iowa burned 575 tons of fuel oil per day at combat speed. Range at full speed, 5,000 miles. Refueling required specialized fleet oilers. Every Iowa deployment needed 2 support ships just for fuel. The math: 3 ships to deliver 1 ship's firepower. The logistics tale strangled strategic flexibility. Yamato at least had the excuse of Japan's fuel crisis. America had unlimited oil and still couldn't justify operating these monsters. But perhaps the most damning statistic concerns aircraft. In 1944, the Iowa's anti-aircraft suite included 20 quad 40mm mounts and 49 20mm guns. Total crew for anti-aircraft defense, 500 men. During the war, Iowa-class battleships shot down a combined 37 aircraft. The USS Enterprise, one carrier, shot down 911 aircraft. The carrier cost $60 million. The peacetime story gets worse. Iowa's reactivation for Korea cost $30 million. She fired 11,000 shells at Korean targets. Damage assessment: destroyed several rail lines, some supply dumps, unknown enemy casualties. The Air Force accomplished more in one B-29 29 raid than Iowa did in 9 months. Vietnam reactivation, another $21 million. Result: more shore bombardment with unverifiable results. Here's where mathematics becomes tragedy. The New Jersey in Vietnam fired 5,688 16-inch shells. Confirmed enemy killed, 136. 42 shells per kill. Each shell's delivery to Vietnam cost $8,000 in logistics. Total cost per enemy killed, $336,000. A single infantry platoon cost less per year and killed more enemies. The crew requirements tell their own story. Iowa needed 2,700 men. Training a competent 16-inch gun crew took 6 months. The entire anti-aircraft defense required specialized directors, radar operators, and ammunition handlers. For the same manpower, the Navy could operate 9 destroyers or 3 submarines. Those 9 destroyers could cover 27,000 square miles of ocean. Iowa could cover 900. Reagan's reactivation in the 1980s. The final mistake. $600 million per ship for modernization. They added Tomahawk missiles and Harpoon anti-ship missiles. The same missiles fitted on a destroyer costing 1/15 the price. During Desert Storm, Missouri fired 28 Tomahawks. A destroyer could have done the same. The battleship's unique contribution: shore bombardment that destroyed some bunkers already bombed by B-52s. The final, darkest truth? In April 1989, Iowa's No. 2 turret exploded. 47 sailors died. The investigation revealed systemic problems: 50-year-old equipment, powder from 1943, under-trained crews trying to operate systems designed for 20,000 men with 1,200. The death rate per deployment hour exceeded combat losses in destroyer squadrons. Yamato at least died fighting 400 enemy aircraft. Iowa killed her own crew in peacetime. The math is undeniable. 4 Iowa-class battleships cost as much as 8 fleet carriers. Those carriers could have launched 3,200 aircraft. Japan built 2 Yamatos that at least fought surface engagements. America built 4 Iowas that never fought another battleship, never sank a capital ship, and spent most of their careers providing expensive gunfire support that aircraft delivered more effectively. The final irony? The Wisconsin fired the last 16-inch shells in anger during Desert Storm, at Iraqi positions already destroyed by precision bombs costing 1/100th the price of each shell. The Iowa-class battleships were engineering masterpieces that proved a fundamental truth: magnificent engineering plus perfect timing equals victory. Magnificent engineering plus wrong timing equals a $400 million reef waiting to happen. The most powerful American battleships ever built became monuments to military-industrial momentum. Beautiful, expensive, and ultimately more pointless than the ship they were designed to defeat.